Welcome to my channel, and from now onwards we are going to solve the SQL questions from this SQL study plan. And here is the batch 1, that is SQL 1, and we are going to solve the questions from batch 1 now onwards. And the day 1 is here, which is based on the select clause. So there are 4 questions on this select clause under the day 1 section. So we are going to solve them one by one. So first one is big countries. Let's see what is the question. So in this question there is a table called world, and in this table there are 5 columns: name, continent, area, population and GDP. Name is the primary key column for this table. They have told this information here, and as they said, each row of this table gives information about the name of country, the continent to which it belongs to, its area, and the population and its GDP value. So the question is, a country is big. The country is said to be big if it has area of at least 3 million or it has a population of at least 25 million. So we have to write SQL query to report the name, population and area of these such a big countries, and as usual the return result should be in any order. So here is the example input and example output. In the output format we have to select just name, population and area from this input table. So we will write the query accordingly. First, select name, population and area from world table where what they have told is the area which should be greater than equal to, that is at least means it can be equal to 3 million or greater than it. So and they have told another condition which is OR condition. So we are going to put OR clause here. So OR population which is also at least 25 million, that is greater than equal to, and let's run the query. Our answer or our query is accepted and it is right. Let's see the next one. Next one is recyclable and low fat products. So this is the question number 1757, recyclable and low fat products. Given are the products table which contain product ID, low fats, recyclable column, and product ID is primary key. Low fats and recyclable, these are the type of enum which contains the value y and n, that is yes and no. Means y means low fats, the product is low fats is yes or not, and recyclable, the product is recyclable, yes or not. This is the meaning of enum values. We have to write SQL query to find the IDs of product. So the output column will be the IDs only, I think so. Let's see. Yes, that's it. So we have to find the IDs of product that are both low fat and recyclable. We have to return the result table in any order as usual, and these are the input and output example table. So we have to find the IDs of product which are both low fat and recyclable. So let's see, select product ID from products table where low fats is equal to yes, that is it should be low fat, and also it should be recyclable which is also should be y, that is yes, and they have put the condition that are both low fat and recyclable, so we have put here and clause. Let's run the query. Yes, the answer is right. Let's see the third one, that is find customer referee. So this is the question number 584, find customer referee. The customer table is here, which contains 3 columns: ID, name, referee ID, and ID is the primary key for this column. So we have to write the SQL query to report the names of the customer that are not referred by the customer with the ID is equal to 2. So by this question, we have to return the names of the customers. That is, we have to return the name column as shown in the example input output table. Condition is that the name of the customer we have to return which is not referred by the customer having ID 2. And this is the input table. You can see the referee ID is either 2, 1 and null. So by this input table we can see that referee ID can be null also. So we will write the query accordingly. First of all, we will select name from customer table. Then we will put where condition, where referee ID not equal to 2 or referee ID should not be null. So referee ID is not null. Let's check the spelling for referee. The E is missing after F. Let me put it. Okay. Let's run the code. So you can see the difference between the expected output and our output. So can you identify what's wrong here? So you can see our output is Alex, Zach and Mark. Alex, Zach and Mark, which is having referee ID is 2. Okay. We have getting the output is wrong. And can you observe the expected and our output? So the value is Zach is here, which is having referee ID is 1. So yes, the answer of this first row is right according to the given condition, but not completely correct, because the referee ID can be null also, and which is the correct according to condition, because we have to give the name for those customers which is having the referee ID other than 2, which can be null also. We can put here is null instead of is not, and instead of putting and condition we have to put or, so that we can satisfy our condition. And yes, the output is right. So we have to always read the question correctly. The first is whether we have to put or and clause there, and second one, while writing the query, which approach we have to follow. These two things are important while writing any query. Let's see the next question, that is customer who never order. So this is a question number 183. In this case, there are customers and orders table, where customers table has ID is the primary key, and in the orders table ID is the primary key, and customer ID from the customers table, that is ID column, is the foreign key in the orders table. So we have to write the SQL query to report all customers who never order anything, and we have to return result in any order as usual. Let's see the input and output table. So these are the customers and orders input table, and the output table is here, which returns the customer names as the column customers. So first of all, we have to decide our approach. So there are the confusing query statement or the problem statement is here. We have to write the query to report or to find the name of the customers who never order anything. So in the order column, their customer ID should not be present to satisfy this problem statement or this condition. So how can we approach this question? So for this we will require separate queries to find out the customer ID, and then we will merge it into the next query, which is return the name of the customers who never order. So we can write the query inside query, or we can write ct is. So first try with the merge query or query inside query. Select name from customers where id not in, and we will write another query inside this query, that is select customer id from orders. Let's try the code. Okay, one thing is here, that is the column name, otherwise the values are right. So let me put the column name as customers and let run again. Okay, this time the answer is right. So in this video we have completed the questions from SQL 1 batch under the section day 1. The section was about the select clause.